Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone is doing well. We are grabbing our new little trolley bus ride into the side of the town that is quote unquote complete of our project here. And I really like how everything on this side turned out. It feels really nice. And the trolley bus is working really well. We have 3 lines now. Good morning, Steve. We have 3 lines now running through, which I'll show you guys. And I did make some changes to what we did yesterday, just slightly. But yeah, I really like how this downtown area turned out. It's so dense and compact and just feels really good when you're at this level. Yes, our trolley bus. It's just very satisfying to see the city this way. Hello, Chris. Welcome on in. Yeah, I really like this. Starting off with a nice little trolley ride. There's like this little bump at the start of this road. I need to see if I can finagle that and work on that. But, all right, so let me show you, close down a little bit, a few of the changes I made yesterday. So first thing is I got all 3 trolley buses in. So we've got this purple express line that's just running to the metro and back, and it might just be a little redundant. So, but I'm thinking once we build the casino, we'll pull the purple line over there so that it'll go from the casino to this metro over here where they can access the bus station if they want. So, and then I've got a tram going either direction in this loop around. So that's working really well. A few of the other things I changed yesterday because it was just bugging me is this side that I loved what we did over here with this kind of making this feel substantial and just adding those buildings on the end. And then there was a couple buildings we hadn't used from the unique buildings. So what I did here is I added in the City Hall and the Amsterdam Palace and just solidified this as kind of like, you know, we already had these 2 here. So just kind of made this a bit of a historical buildings that are still from, that have stayed around while the new was built up. And then we already had a college, but I really like the way this building looks next to the library here. So I just fit that in. So just made a few little changes over here, but I think it looks really great and just kind of highlights this part of town as historical. So I think that looks really cool. Anywho, all right. So hello, Michaela. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Okay. And then I also did all the tree tailing around here and just made this look really sharp that we worked on yesterday. Our little city office buildings. So yeah, that ended up looking really good. Okay, so we're going to keep layering down in height from this area. One of the first things I wanted to do today actually was find a home for, if we go into here, all of these, I think it would be really fun to do like a little restaurant row area. And then there's also this service station restaurant, which I think would be really fun to see if we can, ooh, it will fit. Just put it right there. I didn't know if it was going to fit right there. Oh, that's actually really nice. Okay, well, there we go. We've added in our surface station restaurant. But the other thing I want to do here is I'd like to add, we need to do some landscaping, and I'd like to add a gas station here as well. So I guess let's just start here. Let's just start here today. Hello, David. Welcome on in. No worries. Stay as long as you can want. No worries there at all. And then we might think about some buses as well, but not right now. Okay, let's grab, you know what I'd like to use is the big, I wonder if how that would look here. There is the big, yeah, we got these larger gas pumps. I bet if we made our own, like, kind of gas station here, that could look really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna pause this for a second. Let's, I don't want it to be on this road though, so let's just grab this and pull this out. And then if we put this here, yeah. And then if we just grab, I'm thinking there's gonna be some a nice vanilla, something kind of substantial. That kind of looks like a you know, like the market that would be next to a gas station. What is this building? Well, that definitely has like a, yeah, that would work. That would work. Question is, can we put this? Yes, we can, of course. Kind of want to give this some space. Pull that away from the road. I want to have room in between everything. And then I would also love to put in a drive-through, some drive-throughs, restaurant and such, and maybe yeah, there is this kind of like pancake house vibe, which I think would be really good in here as well. Let's just go in here. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be good. Mark these historical. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this back as well. I'm going to pull this back as well. And we're going to go in and grab actually, Yeah, okay, so then I think all that we do, there's already so much parking here, but it would be realistic to have a little bit of parking just out front here, of course, so we're gonna do that. Gonna put that out front like there. I'm actually going to bring this in a little bit because you want plenty of room for the cars to go around. And then I think if we grab if we do this one, just kind of pull this on the side here. Yeah. Lots of room for the cars to pull in, get their gas. You've got the little shop to go in and pay for your gas or get some other things. So yeah, I think that's gonna look really nice. We just need to give ourselves a nice clean line along the back. So we'll just do that with some landscaping and that'll look really good. Oh, the drive-through car wash. There is a car wash. Yeah, we could include that down here potentially. Let's look and see. Yeah, there is a car wash. Car wash right there. I don't think that's where I want to put it. The scale is really off on this. Not that that really matters, but it is quite a bit off. Maybe if we stick it over here. I don't know. Kind of hard. Thing to do would be to move these two down and put that next to there. So we could definitely do that. Let's just grab all of this and let's shift this down. Shifty, shifty. And then this can come into here, I think is the way to do that. Yeah, that works. Good call on the car wash. Okay, let me make sure I mark all these historical. We can press play, of course. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Okay, let's actually bring that along the back there. Clean this up. Then we can do some landscaping around the rest of that. Make that look really nice and sharp. I'm just going to scooch this over a smidge. Okay, that works. Let's just get some trees in here. Hope everyone's enjoying their Sunday so far. Okay. I can do some more detailing later, but that just kind of, I can do that off camera, put the trees back there. But now we have a nice little auto-centered development. And we could put something back here. Let's see, we've got the drive-through and things like that. I wonder what could we put back here? Oh, you know, this is like a very, I've always thought this building had a very auto-focused feel. Sorry, one second. A little scratch in my throat. I wonder if there's still enough room to drive around that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm overthinking it, as always, but that looks nice. Okay. All right. Yeah, and I don't think you want really anything else in there. I mean, there is the other gas station. I don't think we want that. I think we just leave it at that. Yeah. I do like having a lot of room. Is the truck gonna get a go through the car wash? You're too big there. Our Troy Build Cities taco truck. Too big for that. Okay. Okay. All right. And I'm going to do some detailing in here as well, but we're not going to worry about that right now. But now we've got that settled in there. Okay, so back to what I was talking about is we have all of these little restaurants. They're so cute. We got these in the Japanese, the modern Japan. So I thought it'd be really cute to put these together and have like a little restaurant area. Could be really nice. So the question is, where do we want that? You guys are funny. Can we get the trolley to run through the car wash? Cleaning the trolley. Yes. We need a much bigger car wash. Okay, so where do I want to put those? How how many of there are them? Let's see. How much space did they take up? I'm going to pause this again for a second. Yeah, they're pretty substantial. And I do kind of want some room in between them, but I could do a little area in here. Yeah, these are really nice though. I like these restaurants. And this is a nice small one too. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. And then there are some other buildings that we can mix in with this and really kind of make a nice area out of it. I'm just... Yeah, okay. Let's move this to the corner. I'm gonna move this over one. I am going to do a little swapping here. We're gonna move this one over here, and then we're gonna move this one here. And then we're gonna be carefully selecting some buildings to go around here. Oh, we've got a little wild animal over here. Bear. Sorry, bear. We're taking over your neighborhood. I want to make sure I have enough room to do a touch of landscaping on the side there. Okay. All right. Yes. Working at the car wash. I'm not going to sing it, but I hear it in my head. Okay. All right. So now we have, let's just look. Pretty sure, yeah, we used all of that. Okay, I just want to make sure I got all those. Okay, now I know it's different, I'm aware, but there's some of these zoned Heart of Korea that I think we could bring in here just to kind of make this area stand out a little bit. They're very colorful buildings. They're really nice. And are they low density? I believe they're low density commercial as well. The zonable ones, right? Or no, are they? Because there is some zonable ones. Are they high? Maybe they're considered high density, which is also fine. Scrolling forever. Yeah, these ones. Okay, so what are these called? KR. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of these. So I thought we could pull in some of these in here and just kind of help make this neighborhood pop a little bit and stand out. I think that might be really nice. So what did we have? So do we have 2 by 4? No. Do we have 2 by 3? No. Okay, that's okay. We have 2 by 2. Okay. These are kind of tall. These are very tall. Okay, I'm just going to rethink this for a second. Is there... I'm kind of feeling like maybe actually here is the better place for this neighborhood. There's a bit more height on this side. And this would be like a good, we could kind of do a little Heart of Korea area in here with all those restaurants mixed in. I think this would be a better spot. I think that's what we're going to do. I've moved this gas station so many times. We're just going to delete it for now. Yeah, I think we put it down in here. I think we do. And that way we can have a little height next to our bridge there. I feel like this is really low here where we've still got a bit of height over here. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Okay. Slight change up, but I think it's going to end up working out really well. So let's go ahead. We are going to move these again. And then we can just blend everything in to this neighborhood. Yeah. Okay. That's what we're going to do. I think that's going to be really nice. And then we can do commercial and residential and make a whole area of it. And I know it's probably, I mean, I get it. They're two totally different areas of the world, but we're going to put them together. Okay, now we'll just go through and fill in all the little gaps, and that'll be really fun. Okay, so do you have that one right there? Very nice, very nice. Okay. All right, so then 1 by 1. Okay, we do have a few of these. That's cute. Okay, very nice. All right, we're just going to go through and see where we can fit things, essentially. And then we can use the, sorry, throat is scratchy today. We can use the Heart of Korea residential to kind of fill in between the areas, which I think will be nice. Okay, let's just pop that there. Okay, and then we do have some 3x3 areas. Yeah, that would look nice there. That across. Okay. And then, are there any 3x4s? Yes, there are. Ooh, it's kind of too big. I mean, yeah, it's a little too chunky. A little too chunky. No, I don't think. This is a nice building there. Yeah, that's nice. Put that there. Kind of a nice, yeah, let's put that there. Okay. Just kind of place some things around. I like that. Okay. So then let's go in and fill in with the Heart of Korea residential. So just filling in where we can. Oh yeah, there's some good ones in here. Is there any 2x3s? Oh, there is. Okay, perfect. We're just figuring out where things should go. Okay, and then some 2x2s. Yes, there's plenty of these. Great. Got some nice variety in here. Very nice, very nice. Okay, and then just filling in all the spots where we can. Anything by 4? No. Anything by 3? No. Just the by 2. That's fine. That's fine. We can pop that there. It is a bit of Tetris. This is fun. We're just filling out the neighborhood. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. Yes, we're gonna need to put all the residential stuff. Is there a 2x4? No. Is there a 2x3? Yes. Oh, we already did that one. Okay, let's go back to the 2x2s. That's just What's gonna be popular? Okay. Oh, there's a little spot over here. Like trying to fill up every little nook and cranny here for funsies. Okay. I'll catch up and chat in just a second, everyone. Okay, we're almost getting there. Okay, and then just over here. Okay, I think we got everything. Okay, let me catch up and chat here. Oh my gosh, the YMCA. Ugh. That song has been abused. Hello, Bubble. How was your birthday yesterday? I hope you enjoyed it all. Okay, so I think what I'd like to do in between all these buildings is just some really pretty, colorful flowers, trees. I think that would look really nice just to kind of bring some character into the neighborhood. So I think we'll do all of that. The first thing I need to do is go through and mark these all historical so we can turn our city back on. So this is going to take a minute. And we need to bring over our a little pedestrian area here as well. So let's just go through block by block, make sure we hit everything. Do. Apologize. This is not very exciting. But this is what we got to do. Okay, we're getting there. Almost there. Almost there. Okay, I think that's everything. I think we got everything. Okay, so now what we need to do is bring over just a smidge of our pedestrian area. So, but this is our pedestrian trolley anyways. So we're just gonna go ahead and bring that all in. Now we can unpause. Should be very satisfying. And do we have, I feel like then we should go ahead and add in trolley stop here. It's a little redundant to this. Maybe if we move this down just oh, actually. But if you lived here and wanted to get down this way, okay, I'm thinking maybe in this corner we need to do, yeah, we just need to have, actually what we just need to do is we just need to have a stop that's close to there. And then that serves both directions because they're close enough to walk down there. So they really don't need to be on the express. And we don't want to add stops to the express. So that makes sense. Okay. All right. I think this neighborhood will look a lot better once we add some really colorful trees all around. I think that'll look really nice. So, yeah, it will. It will. All right, let's just start right in here. All right, so there are these, which are pretty. There's also the cherry blossoms, which I really like. I think we should definitely do these. But then I'm also thinking, yeah, these might be nice, those big bushes. There is also, these are nice. They're a little wispy, I think. Like, I really like that these other ones are substantial. Now, there is another one in here, this one. And I think this one, I think we go with these. And then do we also do we just do the pink, or do we also do kind of like this fall? We also need to change out the trees in here to these. Ooh, maybe in this neighborhood, actually, we change the trees a little bit too. These other ones. I kind of like these for the roads. Okay, let's do just in this neighborhood, change out those trees like so. And then I think what we do, I know I'm being really indecisive about this. Maybe we just stick with the pink. This is the question. All right, well, let's just do a little area and let's just see. Okay. So, if we go into here to our lovely little bushes, kind of use those. And these. Do we like just the pink? Yeah, I think let's lean into it. Let's lean into it. Why not? Something about this is just not working for me. I was thinking this would look good, but I'm just... It's just not doing it for me. Do I just surface paint her? Do the flowers look off? Ooh. Maybe I need to do something more, maybe I need to like do more densely packed. Let's see if I did. Maybe I just need to be more intentional here. I don't know why this is just sitting weird with me. Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, the landscaping is just not working for me in here. I think we just gotta go surface painter and just lean into the pavement of the downtown of it all. For whatever reason, that just was not working for me there. So you just gotta kind of go with what you feel sometimes. And yes, I know you're mad because there's not enough stuff around here yet, but we will fix that. Okay. So then I think what we do is right across from here. So we do a lovely garden green space so that this neighborhood does have some nice green space. So we have got, there is the temple. Ooh, that could be interesting. If we did, oh look, everyone loves that. Okay, we could definitely do something good with this. And then what we can do is go into, we've got our lovely Japanese garden. Yeah, we could do something really cool with this. Okay, let's center this up. Let's move these back. Yes. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna look really cool. Okay, so we need to pull over this a smidge. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna create our own nice landscaped garden along the back here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna grab the tall forestry fence for this. We're gonna come all the way along like so. Hi, Anna. Oh, do you need a treat? Is that what you need? Okay, hold on one second. All right, hold. There you go. Bobble said on his birthday it was lovely. He ate cake, got a little tipsy. That's good. Spoke to family and watched England win at kicky ball. Happy birthday for another 20 minutes. She always knows she can. She's really good though. She yeah, she definitely knows that she can come bug me for a treat, but she's really good about it because she it's like she won't bug me twice, you know. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna look really good. Okay, so then what I want to do here is I'm gonna use move it here to achieve what I want to do. I'm gonna pull this in between here. And we are going to get that nice and straight there. Fantastic. This is gonna look really sharp. Okay, do the same here. We're gonna pull this one all the way down. Just to there. Fantastic. Okay. Lovely. And then what we can do is create some lovely gardens back here. Fantastic. Okay, so we can grab these and we can do, I'm going to do matching since we've got the matching Japanese garden. You can see all the people coming probably to move into our new neighborhood there, which is wonderful. Okay. I'm going to center these up. Love that. Very nice, very nice. Okay, and then what we can do here is come into here and grab a lovely fountain. Let's kind of match that up on either side there. And we've got some little symmetry, but then we've created a really nice green space. And then let's do some nice little detailing out front. Let's grab, this is gonna be a little tricky. Oh, maybe we just use Surface Painter actually. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, and then we're gonna come in here. Grab some lovely pink flowers here. Ooh, actually, no, I'm gonna do this a little differently. This is gonna end up looking so much better. Hold on. Not the water. There we go. So then what I'd like to do is take a small fence along the front. A nice tree there in the corner. And that way the entrance is on the side here, coming from the temple, which I really like. Yeah. Yes, 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 that'll be very nice. Okay, and then let's do, yeah, these little wispies. Beautiful. Okay, that's really nice. And then actually, let's go here. We'll put one of these right in the corner there. And then also, put some little seating out there. Okay. Very cute, very cute. Okay, let's do the other side the same. Yes, I like this. Okay. Let's grab our little fence here. Pull that through. We are gonna do, let's do all of our little flowers first, actually. Beautiful. And then lovely. Beautiful. You should stop complaining soon with all of that right there. Okay. And then I think what I'd like to do also is, yeah, those two streets, let's also give them some really nice trees there just to help pretty up the neighborhood a little bit. Okay, now let's take a look here. I mean, it's a little taller buildings than I was thinking of in this area, but I do think it works really nice. Really pretty. Especially if you're coming in this way or looking at the skyline from this side. It's actually really nice. Okay. I like it. I like it. Hopefully you guys do too. Yeah, I don't know, Anna. She's so like, you know, some dogs, they like, once they know how to get treats or they know where treats are, they'll always ask for them, but she doesn't. It's like she'll ask for her one treat and that's it. I don't know where she gets that from. I'm not sure why these are, I mean, I know it's low land value, but they'll improve over time. We got to build up this area. Okay, so we have this elementary school here. I think I'm actually going to move this. Yeah, because how nice from the elementary school if you could see the temple. That's very pretty. I do like that. That's very nice. Okay. The other thing I really like about this elementary school is it's got openings on either side, which I always love to utilize. So we're going to grab, just pop those out on either side. We're definitely going to need to add some parking for the elementary school, but that's easy enough to do. So we are going to grab this. We are going to move that there. Okay, we can do a little landscaping on that side, and we're going to do the same over here. Fantastic. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, such a nice elementary school. I really do like this building. Just the simplicity too, but like, I really do like it. That's very nice. And I like that it has this huge playground out back. I think that's great. think that's great. Okay. Let's do a little landscaping here. Oh, that's the small one. Where is the larger one? This one. Actually, I don't know if I want that. What if we did these? Oh, that's very pretty. Beautiful. Excellent. Ah, wispy tailing. Detailing. Yes, there are some nice wispy trees in the game, and I think like sometimes they really work. Sometimes they're too wispy, depending on what you want to look for or what you're looking to do. Bobble, you're too funny. Oh, hilarious. Okay, now, I think all I want to do here actually is pull through some nice little landscaping. Nice little art piece. Okay, and then I think what we could do is also grab some colorful these ones. And then grab the actually, I don't think we need those. Let's just do the tables. That's nice. Lovely. Okay. And then what I also want to do is I don't want to block the view from the playground to the temple, so I just kind of want to keep that nice and open. Ooh, but maybe actually this is usable space back here. Let's think about this. If I do this fence along the road there, actually, no, it needs to not be there because there needs to be access to parking. Yeah, but then this could be just open green space they could use potentially, because they can come along the side here. Maybe they use this for ooh, soccer. Haha. Football. Oh, these would fit. Okay, if we grabbed, I just wonder if this would work. I'm pretty sure it would. If we did. Okay. And we put one here. And the kids can run back and forth. And there's all this space. Is that too spaced apart for little kid soccer? I don't think so. Oh, that's fun. Okay, and now that has like a purpose for being there. I love that. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, I'm going to reset these buildings, and I hope they kind of recognize the things that are here. Is there any other one? Oh, there's one over here that was very unhappy. As we build up this area, that's not going to be a problem. Okay, so this is kind of cool. I dig this. It's a nice view into the downtown as well. All right, cool, cool, cool. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alrighty, so we need to think about, let's go ahead and finish up kind of this area over here before we move on. Yeah, this is great, the amount of people that are coming down here. Okay, so let's change out our trees. Do we want to pull in some of these fall trees here? Actually, I think we do. I think that would actually be really pretty. And then, yeah, that actually looks really nice. And then we can leave those little trees for the bike roads. Okay, why not? To lean into. We are, however, after all, in a fall build. Okay, so in front of the transit center here, we definitely want commercial. That's what we're looking for. So I'm thinking of a fun shopping type plaza could be really nice here. Let's do, there is, I think these are just too big. Yeah. Way too big. Now this would fit here, but I think it's like just too much. It's too much. So we're going to leave those out. There are, yeah, we did use that smaller one. Okay. But there are some, what did all we use in the shopping malls? We did use everything. Okay, good. Just making sure. that we did. We did use all of those. What plazas haven't we used? Oh, there's the Statue of Shopping. Well, we should just do something around that. Yeah, why not? How far can I move this before you complain? Pretty far. Great. Excellent, excellent. Okay. So then, yeah. We go 2x2s, commercial. We do have these types of nice shopping buildings. But that's not going to look good backed up on a plaza. Are there... We can just do a bunch of small... Yeah, if we did like things like this and just kind of made a bit of a little outdoor shopping market, that could have a really good vibe. Yeah, we could definitely find some good pieces for that. So I'm actually going to scooch this in a little closer like there, and that gives us some more room back here. Okay. Like this is a cute one that we could use. Yeah, and there are these little, yeah, not with the, not those, but we could use like that. That would be very good. Yep, yep, yep. I'm looking for ones that have like an interesting backside to them. So I think that'll be good. Okay, let me pause this real quick just so we can look and see what we have now. There is yeah, there's this one that I'm thinking of that's very good. And then there's also, yeah, there's this one too. Oh, that's the one I used up there. Wait a minute, there's another one. This one. Or is that the one I used up there? That's the one I used up there. I'm getting them confused. Okay, and if we just take these, whoops, and pull them in, we're going to cover this all in pavement anyways, but at least we know people will walk into the plaza that way. Be Very cool. Okay. Yeah, I do like this. Okay. Just kind of creating a bit of an outdoor market. Very nice. Let's give some nice space in between things here. That can actually come back a little bit. Okay. Dig it. Yeah, this is fun. Good thing to have outside of a transit hub too. Nice little outdoor shopping spot. Okay, I think just one thing here and one thing there. I think that's it. I kind of like that it feels very open. Kind of like center these a little bit. Okay, let's mark these historical. Yeah, this looks very cool. It's like a nice little eclectic mix. There we go. That looks really fun with the fall colored trees too. Okay, that's nice. And then what we can do here is do some nice looking shopping buildings facing here. Something a bit more substantial. Let's see, these would be, do we have a 3x4s in the shopping? Oh, we do have, that is the cafe. Oh, actually it'd be nice to do the cafe here, actually. Do the cafe there. Let's see. Oh, and then there's the other cafe. Should we do those like opposite each other? That could be really fun. Maybe we do it like this, kind of on opposite corners. I do like that. And then that's a great one. And then is there a 4x4? I know there is. Do we do the movie theater? Let's do the movie theater on the corner here. That's gonna be very nice. Okay, love that. And then this, go right there and fill up that space. Oh, there's different variations. Ooh, that's got a nice little patio. Let's do that. That's very nice. Always forget that some of these buildings have some really great variation options. Okay. Toss some parking in there. Lovely. Fix our lighting here. Yeah, I definitely want it this way. Like so. Beautiful. Nice little fit there. Okay, this is great. Got lots of cafes, shopping, the movie theater. This feels really fun. Okay, 2x2. Okay, we're gonna detail all this up in here as well. Let's see, what else do we want over here? Definitely could do a 2x3. That feels fun. I like that. Very nice. Nice little eclectic shopping area. So weird that they call this a supermarket when it's just like a little kind of outdoor seating area. Kind of funny. Okay, let's get a little surface painter here. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Actually, I don't like this here. And I think what I'd actually like to do is do this little one on the corner, because that's kind of fun. And then do one of the other shopping ones here. Maybe. What did those look like if we did those there? Kind of too weird of a mix. Kind of too weird of a mix. I think let's take this out. Let's put these in and we'll put them together a little bit nicer. And I need to fix my music. And I also need to check up on the chat. Give me a moment here. I did mark those historical. Okay. I almost want to put some tiles out here to kind of pull these buildings together a little bit. I think that would actually look really cute. And then I think fitting in a 1x1 would actually be nice too. Let's just pause this for a second. Fix my music. Dee. Yes, everyone got very quiet. It's a spider market, wild Spider-Man, right? Yeah, I got in the zone too. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, I'm gonna sneak this little one in here like so. And we're gonna space these a little bit more space in between. And then, yeah, I think I want to do some tiles here. Yeah, some nice brick would be good. Oh, it's not gonna like it there. Ooh, what a bummer. All right, well, maybe that's where we have to start then. To start where it will let us go. And get a nice little overhead view here. And we might have to use 1x1s instead of these. But I think this will end up looking really nice. I'm gonna give this its own little vibe. Okay, so so that's gonna have to be like that, which isn't bad. These can go right next to each other. Nice little door front. This one, no, kind of not built for that, so we'll ditch that one. This one needs to come up a little bit. Okay. That one there, and then we'll put this one on the end. Center that up a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That feels like more intentional. Lovely. And then what we can do is do some little planters. Cute. Okay. And then we're just going to use move it to move these so we can finagle them. And then this has like a more intentional feel. I love that. And then, no, we have to leave that there. That's fine. Okay. Probably want people to be able to walk back through there anyways. All right. Oh, yeah, Tom and Zendaya. Beautiful people. And, you know, when you are young and you have that much pressure to have someone with you that understands what you're going through and you can help protect each other, I think it's lovely that they connected when they were so young and they found, you know, someone to rely on. And I think that's just a beautiful thing. Agree. Agree. Okay, let's go. I want to go in here. Wait, I'm in the wrong spot. I want to go in here. And I'm thinking we kind of pull. Oh, maybe we should do this in the middle. I kind of want to tie this together a little bit with our plaza downtown. We were kind of using these, which would be cool to do. But maybe there's room for... There is. We can just kind of center this a bit. And we're gonna need, pull this over a little bit more. Man, those places over there are just not happy. No reason for them not to be happy. We've got so much great stuff in this area. But I guess they're just being unhappy. Okay, so I think what we should do is bring in, we could do the food trucks back here and make this look so it's just not kind of the boring back of these buildings. Did one there. Yeah. And then we can grab all tables and chairs. Just kind of pop them in between there. Little places to sit. Got your food trucks. I think that's very nice. All right, then kind of just helping tie the place together. Yes, I know you need more employees. We're going to get you more people. Don't worry. Okay. And then along the front here, over here is where we can do some parking, which will be great. Along the front here, what do we want to do? We could do... Yeah, they're these cute little, like, yeah, I do like these. Don't know if I like them all there, though. Maybe if we just did a few, let's grab 3. And if we pulled, turn them around and kind of place them a little bit around our pedestrian area here, kind of like we have the food trucks kind of hanging there. Like this. Oh, totally messed that up. And then if we grabbed these ones, like that, that could be very cute. And then behind here, if we have enough room, it would be so great. Don't know if there's enough room for it. I don't think there's enough room for it, but you guys know I love this one on pavement. It just looks so nice. I'm just wondering if there's enough room for it. Well, if we moved things around a little bit, actually, if we take this one out, we actually don't need that one. Move these over here next to this little guy. I mark this. Oh, bugaboo. I did not mean to do that. Oh no. Is this going to be a huge pain in the butt to put back in? Guess we're going to find out. Thank goodness. Okay, good. I know we're going to need to move it though to adjust this a little bit because we had to. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, and then if we put this here, I just love that this looks so good on pavement. That's really nice. Okay, and then what we can do, yeah, I just think that looks nice with the one thing there. That's all we need. Oh yeah, there's this little cute guy which we can put here. This is a nice one. That will fit there. Love that. Okay. That looks very cute. Very cute. And we can put some parking back here. We can hit play again. Okay, very nice. All right, and then we do need a little something here. Maybe let's go look at Larry's stuff. Maybe there's something small we can put in there that will look nice. We do have the bicycle parking. That would be great to have. Can definitely add that in. Little bicycle parking there. That's fantastic. Okay, and then the last piece, again, just tying things together. Can be these. Like so. Okay. Now we've made quite a nice area in front of our transit center here. Really a destination. Hello, Greg. Hello, Valdam. Welcome on in. Oh my gosh, an outage during a heat wave. Oh, I know. You know, it's really, this is like another thing I was thinking about the other day. It's really interesting to see the difference of opinions and discussions going on in Europe right now. Like on the outside, there's like, and it's like, it just highlights America, not the best light, but there's like a really interesting conversation about like, you know, in America, it's so common to have AC. You know, that's just like normal in certain states. In some states, you don't even need it, but it's way more common here, you know, especially like with newer homes. And yeah, it's just very normal. And then depending on what state you live in, because the climates are so different, like in the southern states, AC is just like a given, pretty much. And in Europe, I'm seeing these conversations of like the moral, like we can we can deal without AC. We don't need to do it. Like, its impact on the environment is worse. And then, like, then there's people that are like, no, definitely we need AC because of, you know, the climate crisis and all that. It's just, it's very interesting to see. I also saw videos online of people like covering their windows with like tinfoil and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that would work. That would definitely work, reflecting the sun. Yeah, it is, you guys are going through it for sure. Yeah, it really depends on where you live where you live in the States. But even like in the Pacific Northwest here, like typically your summers would be like 68, 70 degrees. And now it's very normal to have days where we're up in the, you know, like 80, 83, which is still very manageable, you know, not like Arizona where it's like 112 degrees or something and you can cook an egg on the pavement kind of situation. Is so crazy. Yeah, this looks really good now. Yeah, it's just very interesting to see those conversations, you know. I don't mind if people cut through here if I added a little pedestrian path. This isn't super busy and they can then walk down to there, so I'm not opposed to that actually. So let's add that. I'm all about making things easier for people to walk around. We can do some nice landscaping in there. That will look very good. And then we did have a conversation about making a nice little green space here. If you had a little dog with you and something and you're waiting for the bus or the train, like you could come. Maybe this is like a little dedicated area here, which I think would be very good. Let's go ahead and let's put, oh, I can't put the park fence there, but that's okay. Let's do this. A lot of people are walking through here, but that's okay. Oh, they're just going to keep walking through there. I wonder if we should then... Yeah, maybe I go along this way. And just go to there. Just kind of honor that path a little bit. And then if we grab Larry's little cute dog park. This is what I want to use. So there's this, yeah, there's this little tiny dog park. I'm going to pop that there, but then there's also, I want to use this as well. Yeah, I kind of want to swap these. So I'll put this here, like so. Oh, why are you driving right into that? Well, there's parking on that. I didn't realize there was parking on that. Okay, don't want to use that then. And let's use the larger, yeah, this dog park. But I'm gonna tuck this into here. Double fencing there. Okay, and then we just need some rocks here. So like in my little spot, which is more cabin than house. Gosh, people are just walking right through there. Oh well. I have what's called a mini split, and it just sits on my wall, and it does heat and AC, but I only turn it on if I really need it. So the AC only comes on if it gets above 80. And that's just more for Anna. I can deal with it. I actually don't mind heat like that at all. Like if I have a fan, I'm good. I like the heat, so, you know, even like 85, 86. But I feel bad for Anna, so, you know, I'll turn that on. And then the same with like the heat. If it gets like, I don't know, 55. 55 is pretty cold. But I try not to use my heater or AC just because it's so expensive. I mean, it's pretty affordable because it's a mini split, but it can add up quickly. Okay, let's pull through some of those tall fall trees. That looks very nice. Do the same here. But yeah, I mean, the people that I worry about are elderly people. And like animals, you know, that's the thing. Especially, and also like, it's so important to keep educating people about kids and animals in cars on hot days. So sad when that stuff happens, and it happens way too often. It just takes a couple minutes for the car to just become completely unbearable. Such a scary situation. So I hope everyone's figuring out ways to stay cool and safe and checking on, you know, your neighbors. That's really mainly the thing, is just being there to help each other out. That's a big deal. Because people shouldn't die because it's too hot outside, you know? Like, that's just tragic. Oh, yes. So going back to how much I love heat. Yes. You put me in a dry, I love a dry sauna. I will do a wet sauna, but I can stay in a sauna for probably far too long than is healthy. I like it. I really hope one day to have, I've really been wanting to put a dry sauna. I have the space for it, you know, in my backyard. I would love to have my own. I would use it every day. I don't know if it's healthy to sauna every day, but I totally would. They're very expensive though. Maybe one day. That would be great. I love a sauna. That was when I went to Helsinki, when I did my tour of the Baltics. There was always saunas around, and it made me so happy. Expensive though. Expensive. That's the one thing I miss about going to a gym, was the sauna, because that's mostly why I went to the gym. I call it the lazy girl workout. Just go sit in the sauna. Oh. Okay, this is turning out pretty cute as we talk about heat waves. Yeah, see, people are already using that, which is wonderful. I don't mind that at all. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Now, here's a question. And seriously, question. So, you know, we have our giant bus route that ends here. And remember, it goes all the way through the city. Ends over there somewhere. We have this as our last stop, but we could pull it through to here. I think we should. I mean, this essentially is many versions of what we were building here. So I think we're going to do that. Because why not? So we're going to drag. Where is this going all funkiness? Why is it not coming? Oh, because it wants to be... Gotcha. Okay, well, you're just going to do that then, I guess. That's fine. All right, and then what we'll do is come over here and we've got to add... we've got to add a stop. Oh, you're coming way over here. What are you doing? Absolutely not. No, 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 no. I see what's happening. I was like, why? What is happening? This should come right back over to here. Essentially. Oh, it is coming. It is not coming back over there. I would need to add... Okay, that's actually not a good idea then. Not a good idea at all. Okay. Yeah. Not a good idea at all. But what we could do, we do have this straight line here. So we could bring a bus across this bridge and we could hook it up into our larger bus network there. That's a possibility. We also... But they're all hooked up into the metro. I don't think we need to do that. This one keeps dying, and I wonder if it's because... Yeah, I think it's not attaching to the road for some reason. I think it's just too... I wonder if we scooch this in. We go ahead and scooch this in, and then I do that. Let's try it and we'll see if it if that works. But I might just have to take that out. Okay, let's not worry about buses right now. We definitely will pull through a bus that goes along here, through that area. And then we might pull a bus. Oh, you know where we also could pull a bus? We could pull a bus from here to here, connecting these two areas and have a bus come along this highway. That actually would not be a bad idea. Yeah, because we have this nice little park and ride we put together right here with the bus. So if we did created a new line. Yeah, because we do have this bus that comes down to the industrial area, but if we just had it come all the way down here. And then all the way back. Let's pause for a second. There it is. Okay, so this would be Birch to Downtown 3. I need to come up with some better names for our places for sure. I'm not fussed about the color. I do want this to be let's go with 70. And I just think we do 2 buses back and forth because I just don't think there's going to be a lot of people wanting to go from here over to here, but maybe, especially if we put in, well, once we put in the casino, could definitely see people would want to take a bus to the casino and back. So I think that will be worth it. Okay. Alrighty. We're back to it. It's Matilda's birthday today? That's awesome. All the birthdays. Yes, I went to the Baltics. It was so great. You end up with steamed ham. That's why I call it the lazy girl workout. Yes, I think, well, I don't know if it has more saunas than people, but there, yeah, it's definitely a sauna culture there. Perfect for me. Perfect for me. For clamps. Yeah, the Baltics was awesome. I'm glad I went when I did. It was before COVID, of course, and it was really fun. Just a backpack and hostels and stuff, a few Airbnb type situations. And the nice thing is, you know, compared to like America, like the Baltics was so great because I got to ended up hitting 4 countries, and I took 1 plane ride, you know, and their buses are so nice too, that like take you from, you know, you can catch a bus that goes from place to place really easy. You guys know that live over there. Europe is so great for public transportation. But yeah, it was really beautiful and peaceful and just really great. Loved that. Loved that so much. Okay. We need rocks here, I think. Yeah, definitely recommend, like, especially for like an affordable, you know, if you don't mind roughing it, I guess, a little bit. It's, you know. I'm so funny about travel. I crack myself up. I either like a backpack hostel situation where I'm doing a lot of like walking and everything's, you know, I'm trying to just do everything super cheap and low key, or high end. Give me like a nice luxury resort. I can't do in the middle. I don't like in the middle. I like either the experience of the roughing it, or just give it to me nice, you know what I mean? It's so, I crack myself up. Meaning, like, I'd much rather stay at like a hostel than like a budget inn or something, you know? I think it's just the experience of it. I don't know. And I know it's I'm aware that that's pretty silly, but I do crack myself up about that. Okay, there we go. And we got a little nice detailing there. We're getting there. Let's do the same over here. Actually, we have this nice, like, kind of green space sitting area. Let's do something similar over here and just kind of copy what I did there. Beautiful. Okay, and then let's grab, I do love that tree. It's a wispy tree. Okay, and then let's grab same little picnic tables. These ones. Like there. Lovely. That's very nice. Okay, and then here I think we just do some more trees here. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, we do need some names for things. If you guys have suggestions, remember this is a Pacific Northwest fall themed build. So there are quite a few places that we need names for. So if you guys do have any like naming suggestions that would fit. That's the other thing, like once we're done with this area, the other thing I want to do is go through and actually make sure we have proper naming, and then oh, do I want to do that though? Maybe, we'll see. I would like to take the time to go through and actually check on our naming and then make sure we've got up all our transportation named, but I don't know if we'll actually do. This city's so big, but maybe we will. Okay, this looks nice. Let's get a little metro ride in. We're not done yet today, don't worry. I'm gonna go all the way to 11. But I'd like to, like, now that we have this all put in, I would like to catch a little metro ride and just see what this looks like all the way through. There we go. We still got to do all the detailing along here. Also, I did most of that as a straight line. I don't know why that's so bumpy either. Like curvy. I have to mess with that, I think. Yeah, it's 10:15 my time now, so go for another hour essentially. Ah, this looks cool. This looks very cool. I do love this. Never get bored of this. So cool. Let's go back the other way as well. Very cool. This is getting lots of usage now. We should actually see how this is going. Oh, 600 people at the airport, of course. We got 300 people there. Definitely moves people around our round. What do we got? We got 10 vehicles on this though. That's more than enough. We got a little glitchy thing happening here. I want to see if all these people get I want to see if all these people get off at the airport and get picked up. We're going to watch this for a second. It's not very exciting, but I just want to make sure that we're... Oh, look, this is great. This is the airport, though. That makes so much sense. And I mean, we can add more metros because that's not a problem. Yeah, there is one right behind it too. Let's see what happens here. Let's just put 2 more on there. Just in case. Okay. Well, this is all working very lovely. Oh, I definitely want this to be on the pedestrian side. There we go. Go ahead and put this on all of our bike roads. And since we know we're going to lean into this other fall tree here, go ahead, get that all put in. Fantastic. There we go. All right. Things are looking good. And of course, we won't have a harsh line here. We'll figure that out, but we're going to focus on what we have in front of us. Okay, hopefully you guys like how this area turned out. Yeah, I think it's nice. I think it's okay to have a couple tall buildings across the way as well. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. All right, now we have a big demand for residential. So my thought is that this whole area here would just be homes. Just pack it in. Now the question is, do we want green cities? Do we want there's green cities. We could do European suburbia, or we could just do all emerging downtown and let it be a medium density area and not have low density. But to me, like, this is the perfect like spot to do some low density. And I'm thinking all this in here could be emerging downtown, which would be a nice flow down in height. Because yeah, I think all in here would be nice. I'm leaning green cities. Yeah, 600 people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not a lot when you think about it that way. Hi, Anna. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're half an hour early. Yeah, not quite time yet, but thank you. All right, so hi. Yes, hello. I see you. I hear you. But I need you to go lay down. So let's go ahead and paint a district here. And I'm going to shorten this block up a little bit. Like so. And then I'm actually going to open all this up, and we're going to do the high school campus with some sports stuff here. So we're going to open all that up. So with Franklin Square, we could go I definitely don't want to do vanilla. Those ends up looking so funky. But we could do, there's the self-sufficient buildings. I haven't put anything there yet, Greg, but we will. I need to look on the workshop for there. There's the self-sufficient buildings, and I think that's what we go with if we're going to do emerging downtown, because I think that'll just look really nice together. So we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. And let's just do 2 little blocks at a time. Hopefully, there's not really a lot out here though, so but hopefully we see some movement on there. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Okay, let me let Anna out because I think she's bugging me to go outside. So let me let her out real quick. I'm gonna grab a sip of water and I'll be right back. And we will continue to work on this area. Enjoy the building. I'll be right back. Okay, that filled in nice. Excellent. Let's get another one going. All right. And I think yeah, this nice little area in between. I definitely want to do emerging downtown, but I want to keep it level 1. So it kind of has that historical feel. And a lot of those would fit really nice in here. So let's go into here. And then what is it? This is, there'd be 3, 1x3s. Yeah, so if we stick, well, we could zone and then mark historical, because then we'll get more variety that way. Let's do that. I'm gonna bring this back, and then we're gonna go right in here. And this is gonna be merging downtown. And hopefully we'll get what I am looking for here. And then we'll just have to mark them historical as they come in, essentially. Oh, I really want, I don't like it when they do this. I'm gonna have to hand place these. This is gonna annoy me. Okay. I thought I could do that, but they're just not gonna cooperate in the way that I want them to. So that's fine. We will just hand place you. So I want to stick with like the ones that look like this. They have a bit of a historical. Like, I think these are so nice. Yeah, they're really pretty. They just look so good. I love that. They look really, really nice. Okay, let's mark these historical. And then the nice thing is, look, they all have these really nice, so we're just, yeah, I really like that. I really like that a lot. Okay, let's do that here real quick. And then we'll turn things back on. Yeah, they just look so sharp. Very nice, very nice. Go ahead and fill that in up to there. That will be nice. Okay, and then here, I actually think this should be like a little, maybe like this and this should be like a spot of commercial potentially. We also do have all of this area up here as well, but could look really good. Yeah, we do have it as the emerging downtown, so that's perfect. Okay, let's see if we did again, similar vibe. These just all look so great. Okay, mark these historical. These are so cute. This was such a good pack that we got. Emerging Downtown just did so much for this game. It really did. Really like what the game needed. I mean, look at that. It's just so cute. That's just so cute. Okay. Come in with a little surface painter here. That's fine. Not fussed about that. And then we could do some nice 2x2s. Yeah, that's nice. Put a little parking back here. I think we can squeeze it in. Barely, but yes, that works. Okay, that's nice. And then if we come on this side here, come on, I know you're gonna fit there. Beautiful. Excellent. These are just so cute. I know I keep saying that, but they really are. They really are. Such a great DLC or great content creator pack. Okay. Wow, that filled up so fast. All right. Well, I actually think I might want to change this just slightly. This is going to totally mess this up, but I want to take those out. So I'm going to need to delete these right there. They will grow back. And I want to put parking opposite this commercial street here. And I know that these aren't commercial right here, but it's just, it'll be a nice barrier between like this area and this area. Like a help with a nice transition. Yeah, that looks really sharp then. I do like that. And I think it would be good if we did, yeah, kind of one more like this. I know that's kind of a couplet there, but we could take just a regular road that goes two ways, two-way traffic. Came up to there like that. And we did the parking on this side and then also did these here. Facing this way. I think that would actually look really sharp. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, we're going back into here. And now we can do, oh, there's the now we could do the 1x4s before we're doing the 1x3s. This will be nice because this will give us a little bit different, different vibes here, different looks, which I really appreciate. These are good corner ones. Nice, nice, nice. Let's mark these historical. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, those look great. Okay, cool. I dig it. I got the lovely foliage behind them too. It's just making this area really lovely. Lovely spot. There's so much now in City Skylines 2 that's like this too, that it's just kind of a lot of small type row homes that they've been doing, which just, I think they look so good. Yeah, I like the feel of this. Very much so. Okay, we're going to continue this on a nice curve. Lovely. No, I don't think I'll continue the parking that way, but can definitely do. Gosh, now that I'm looking at this, I do like this, but I do wish we could also have a bit of room here. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pause this for a second. We're gonna come in here, we're gonna change these out. And yeah, if we do 1x2s. Yep. This is just going to look a lot better with the parking behind the commercial. Let's just straighten this out a little bit. Yeah, that's a much better look. Okay, perfect. We actually don't need this on fast anymore. Bye, David. That's okay. I'm almost done here. I appreciate you popping in and out as always. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Okay, all right, so now let's do a touch more commercial here, but now we can do a little bit more substantial. So we could do, they're 2x4s. There are, okay, gosh, I really like these. We did that here. Okay, I like that. All right, and then 1x2. Stick that there. And then are there any 3x2s? No. 3x4s? No. So we do 2x2s. There's this one. That's not bad, but let's also look at I do really like this one. Go there like that. These are great. We'll fix these. Positioning a little bit. And we gotta fix our lighting so we can see what we are looking at here. Fantastic. Okay. Lovely. And then actually what I'll do, I'll slightly move this. Then we can definitely fit parking right there. Actually put those two buildings together like so. Okay, that looks nice. You know what we can do here? No, we'll leave that. That's part of that building. Okay. We got this. This is looking pretty nice. Okay, we'll pop that there. Kind of straighten that out a bit. Lovely. And then we're going to do some nice 1x1s here. I don't want to put this on the corner a little bit angled. Like so. Lovely. These are just adorable. Yeah, these little apartment buildings right here work so good on. They're just such good little corner pieces. They look really cute. Okay. We've made good progress. Now, of course, nothing's going to zone in right there. So it just gives us an opportunity to pull through more of our fall trees. And also nice big fluffy trees as well. All right. Yeah, this is a nice transition here for sure. For sure. And then we'll build up in height a little bit behind here, more so over here. Here we can kind of keep the same height, but we could build up a little bit in height over here, and that'll just end up blending this area out so nicely. So nicely. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like this whole area has just, you know, been really smooth. It's come together so well. And you know, it's kind of fun. It kind of feels like the, you know, we've been working on Cider River for so long. It just kind of feels like it's coming together so naturally, maybe just because just been like everything just flowing well. Yeah, I really like this. There we go. Now we can see everything. But yeah, this area just feels so good. Just coming together so nice. All right, well, that's where I'm going to leave it at today. We'll see, just depending on work, we'll determine how many times I stream next week. But I would like to kind of get this area filled in, and then we can work out our casino build, which I do kind of have we have a lot of buildings that we haven't used yet that will work so well in that kind of vibe. And I think it's just going to look really nice. You know, it's going to go back here along the waterfront, and we'll pull our tram through there, and it's going to, you know, a little bit of a mini Las Vegas, you know, vibe. So that'll be a really fun build, and we'll put some good entertainment back there as well, and some good motels and things like that. It's just gonna be fun. And then also, I didn't forget that we're thinking about putting the little tiny airfield out here. We've got the prison, the FBI stuff. We're still gonna do all of that too, but yeah, it's a good project. It's coming together so nice. So makes me really happy. All right, everybody. Oh, thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you so much. I really hope you all have a lovely week. And just a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Hope you all have a joyful day. And I'll catch you next time. Yes, we can, Bobble. Put it in Discord. Put it in Discord, and we'll do that. We'll figure it out. All right, everyone. See you later. Bye.